Welcome everybody to today's Band of Brothers Monday. We are on Carentan. They've already flipped. This is a little bit late. Had a packet loss error, but nonetheless, we only missed about the opening 9 minutes or so we should be okay. Looks like we do have the first cap came in for the Allies. Rocket sail on towards the Greyhound. Panzer IV should be able to come back here and finish this up in just a second. Barrel's just pointed a little bit off. There we go. Okay. Greyhound taken care of, and the Allies with pretty good map situation off the opening. We have a Gary. Everything looks solid for them. Nobody sneaking around in the back line just yet. Fourth point, looking at custom, so straight across pumping stations and custom, so we're not going to see too big of a stretch down the southward or south parts of the map, at least to my estimate. We'll see though. Canal crossing is one of those unique points where the strong point is right around the bridge and there's not much wiggle room outside of it. If you want that sweet, sweet cap way to the circle, you're going to have to risk your life and go all the way inside. There's just really no alternative. We have a medium up at the top. It looks like it didn't get over the river in time. Okay. Opening P4 down in the drink. The next one, though, did come up, and so they're right down below. A little bit of presence still up here. Loom, Everono, or Everond. Make a B. Popel. Basil, coming over here to the left, does get one along with a little bonus grenade. Once again, map situation really solid. We do have a couple raspberries coming down here. Fox Squad may have a chance for a really nice outpost. With the Recon SL, so we'll be looking down these alleyways. Supply drop going over here to the rears. Tiger coming up from the top. Solo Tiger at the moment, but most likely the crew will be on their way momentarily. Chalkmaster fragging inside. Lewis Muller. Go. Over here to the right, we got Windrunner. Jumps, nice little spin. Nice jump and twist. Pointing over to the left, Windrunner should be able to get the outpost, and does with ease. Tiger's rolling on forward slowly. Panzer IV, obviously, still on the river, everybody, for those of you joining a little bit late. Recon SL in the back line gets taken out. Up here to the north, the blueberries are holding strong. This is usually where you see the allies try to box this out so they don't have to worry about it anymore. But the Axis maintaining their little bridgehead here. Allies lobbing some rockets all over the place, trying to get these outposts. Belgian Gate looks to be built, maybe momentarily. Another one sails right on past. Hunter may have a chance, though. Coming around the corner, Hunter will be the closest one to be able to wipe all this. Let's go get a POV of Hunter. Oh, no, maybe not. There we go. Hunter's getting closer to the bridge. This is where all the OPs tend to stack along the riverbank. Hunter could get a nice wipe. Gonna go for the garrison first. Hunter going for the dismantle. Nobody covering from across the river. And Hunter will get the garrison, reducing the ability for the Axis to be able to flood those reinforcements. Hunter gets one. Avrand, right behind the wall, fires a shot, misses. Hunter dives low, may fire a rocket. Nope, Hunter gets Avrand. Avrand also does a little spin. Hunter's going to keep going here. Hunter peeking around to the left. MG42, though, waits for him. Not able to get that outpost. For those of you just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers, for this Band of Brothers Monday event. Here on Carentan, so far we have seen one cap going to the Allies on Canal Crossing. As to be expected, I mean, Canal Crossing is going to be favored for the Allies just because of the easier approaches and better sight lines on the opening. Tiger's getting closer to the border. The Tiger's not going to try to cross. No, can't. There's no way. Right? Okay, yeah, they're stopping. I was kind of wondering if they're going to try a little attempt there. I don't think I've ever seen a Tiger cross besides the boat bridge. Molaba setting up the MG42 right here on the bridge. Nice little view out there to Canal Crossing. Down here to the south, what do we have? The fighting in the alleyways here on Carentan. Something we've seen too many times. Jumbo 76 is trying its luck. Maybe a little bit cautious, going too far here. Do we have any mines set up for the Axis on the roads? No, we do not. Don't see any at the moment. And this is, for those of you unawares, this is a casual competitive event. But a whole bunch of different PC teams. That's why I don't have all the team logos up at the top. It would look quite ridiculous. We just have the faction logos. Axis doing a good job, though, controlling the border. No penetrations, really. Pretty even all across. Now the Allies will just need to try their best to get some type of deep zone garrison. I'd like to see a supply drop coming around Fox OP down to the south somewhere, just so they can start leaking bodies off of a garrison. Or, of course, given the casual nature of this, they may not want to play too aggressively, more just beat the crap out of each other here on the front line. We see this in other casual competitive events as well. I mean, why go for the quick 5-0? Why not just stay here and duke it out? Oh, no, Lombard. Peeking a little bit too quick. I'm very surprised, though, that the Axis are holding on to this up here. Usually you see them slowly get pushed back. Oh, artillery round comes in perfectly. I mean, the raspberries are closing in slowly. BRB, 57th. Circle. All getting a little bit closer. Artillery support has now been redirected. But not able to quite force the Axis out just yet. Gonna need to see some lucky grenade tosses, a couple bazookas to knock out those OPs. We got the garrison reestablished up there to the north. So we have 3 outposts along the riverbank, 1 recon OP. Proxy satchel has been placed. Connexio is going to have no idea that's on its way. Proxy satchel, about 4 seconds from clear this. Connexio. Oh, there we go. And an OP wipe it too. Right there over to the right. Purple. Warrior manual. Long-range rocket across the riverbank. Comes in from LWFID, I think, on that border garrison. Trying to knock it down. Can he line up a good shot? No, LWFID gets absolutely blasted. Bombing run coming in on the front door. This will be a Axis bombing run. See how this lands. It should be in a pretty good spot. I think it did get 1 raspberry, 2 root raspberries, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 raspberries for a bombing run. Not too shabby for Commander Vodna. Still got a good presence up there. City battle keeps going back and forth. 1 Panzer IV destroyed on the main road. Erickson setting up the MG42 right here. Oh, there we go. 1 shot. Gonna be able to hold this road. Got a pretty good angle if you ask me. Got a few shutters right in front of him to act as protection. Should be able to see the enemy way before they're able to spot him. Down below us, we do have a jumbo 70s, no, medium 75 down here on the road taking some rockets. They got a satchel already placed on the side. Dope was there. Dope. WTXD guns him down, but the satchel's still over there. Oh, no, he gets popped right in the back. Taken care of from Kayik. And the 75 will cruise off with that satchel cooking on the right, and they're going to get a little bubba maneuver here in just a second. And down they go. Panzer IV begins to back up. Taking a couple shots. Tiger's up there to the top of our screen. Blueberry still holding on to the canal crossing. No real penetration into the back. Everybody's just straight front door right now. Puma may be acting as bait, maybe. Gotta abandon Puma right in front of the Tiger. Just to lure them out. And maybe a little bit of a... got a little bit of worm on the end of a fishing pole, possibly, for the Tiger. They're trying to see if the Jumbo 76 bites. Now, wouldn't that be something? What if the Jumbo pokes out? Oh, okay, there goes the Puma. I was going to say, what if the Jumbo pokes out looking for the Puma, and then the Tiger's right there as well? Wouldn't that be great? That would be so good. A little pocket right here begins to close, but the OPs are in good positions. Got a lot of protection here. Belgian gate was built. Everland getting on top of this building. Axis tanks positioning themselves southwest of customs. No movement in the backline, just got Fox Squad with recon. Doing some backline harassment. Will Lawnmower give the crane a shot? You know, this is always one of those things that's on the minds of hella loose players when they play Carentan. Do I want to get on top of the crane? How long will I last? Will I get some pretty good shots? Precision strike coming into the north. P-47s! Oh, just a little bit off. Tiger will be damaged. Oh, such a good P-strike, too. It was coming in so good. Just landed a smidgen bit too far. And Tiger will be A-okay. The woes of P-strikes. Pecco. Vink. Pecco. Good one-to-one trade. Got one blueberry Roger Dodger. Or Roger maybe. Trolling around the far border. Unfortunately, won't really encounter too much. We do have one garrison to their north. Should be able to pick up on that. And a solid, long street back and forth between the Axis and Allies. Both sides really not able to break too much, as it's just... I mean, you want to push these long roads, you're going to get most likely MG'd. Or the enemy's going to have a good shot on you, no matter what you do. Because see, like, we have that Vasco just takes out one. But the thing is with Vasco, is that by the time he peeks again, there's going to be... The enemy has time enough to respawn. And they're going to respawn back in. And aim out the street. And pop ya as soon as you get a little bit far here. Now, if you overwhelm the enemy with smokes, then you might just, you know, have something on your hands. Maybe able to get a little bit farther. Line looks extremely stable. Alf, though. Alf may have a little bit of a good time back here by Customs all by his lonesome. Alf checking everything out with the Springfield. Locked and loaded. Alf is going to be able to relay that Tiger mark. Unfortunately, the P-Strike will be on cooldown. We've seen one P-Strike so far for the Allies. Not one for the Axis yet. Or sorry. Yeah. Not one for the Axis. We'll try to keep an eye out to the top left of our screen. See if we see Commander Vednut call that in. Tasbule. Checking everything out with the MG. Not too many targets, though. Maybe over here to the right. The bridgeheads, or the little pocket across the river, still being maintained for the Axis. Surprised the Allies haven't thrown a Stewie up here. I mean, they could run a good Stewie across the riverbank. Most likely, the Axis AT won't be able to respond in time. And they'll be able to clear these outposts. Because look at all these raspberries up here holding them back. Solid back and forth. Rocket comes over to the side of him, but he jumps on top of the roof and looks. Looks for targets, looks for targets. Nobody. Oh, does at least get one, I think. Give credit, though, to the Axis troops up here. Maintaining this very small perimeter. He's taking just so much firepower from the Allies. This 76 has come up now to support right behind the hedge. We got Tyke, Neo, and Petit Plach. Just laying those HE rounds. And all those nooks and crannies trying to wipe those outposts. We're down to 2 outposts. The recon OP has been taken out. The garrison as well. Supplies have fallen on in. One rocket to the side that came from DeCorby. 76 will back up just a smidgen. Seeing who dared to fire that round against. Nopo coming around the corner. Nopo. Bandaging real quick. Restorator on the opposite side. Restorator. Throws a grenade a little bit far. Nopo's right there. Gonna see it bounce by. Bombing run has been called in. It's be coming over right on the front line. Commander Vedna looking to flatten this attack. The Raspberry's trying to run away. I think he got 3. 4 and 5. Nope. Yanu able to survive. 76 will take some track damage though, I'm assuming. And the Blueberries here will try to push on forward a little bit. Got Genetic. Ghoulie over there to the back. So just a couple raspberries doing their thing. Not too much disturbance though. Good penetration down here by the church. And this could be, when you think about the Axis and what they need to do, they'll solidify this line. And then they'll capture the church area. Make sure this is all good to go. Maybe get one red zone garrison somewhere near town center. And then focus on trying to capture this warehouse as we see a couple banana berries already here. We had Dope on the opposite side. See if Dope got a proxy satchel down before getting wasted. Don't see anything on the building. Looks all okay. Yeah, once the Axis are able to capture this, then they'll have good sight lines all around and be able to offer some supporting fire to help capture Canal Crossing. Counter bombing run coming in from the... Oh, there was the proxy central. Okay, never mind. Medium 75 back there to support. Counter bombing run coming in across the river. It's going to be a little bit farther on. Goes on through, immediately wipes the triple. And that'll be good to go. Not too shabby of a bombing run from both commanders. Choffmaster. Pop from the back. To Corby. No, Corby takes an arty round. Proxy Satchel was placed on this building, though. So this Satchel could be pretty good. It got about 8 seconds. Raspberry storming on forward. We have Stifler. Oh, there we go. A nice little triple. Making some raspberry jam here on Carentan. And do I dare say it, the blueberry pocket on the riverbank has been squashed. The raspberries can claim victory and hoist their flag on this side of the river. And now, they'll be able to look on the opposite side and have their pick of the litter when it comes to shots. Oh, Walker there's out of ammo. Take a second to reload. See Walker. Gonna enjoy this little stone wall. Oh, no. Maybe not. And now we'll see the occasional attempt from one raspberry here, another blueberry over there, to try to make their way across this boat bridge. And most likely, 95% of them will never make it. They will simply pass away over into the water. Another Satchel goes on. Map situation pretty stable all along. We have another Tiger pushing up to the north. We'll see another maybe garrison established a little bit farther back, since the Axis won't really be able to get this garrison on the border anymore. So we'll probably see one right around here-ish or so. But down to the south, everything looks good. Hands of 4 coming up from Middle HQ. Fox Squad will report that back. Commander Verdna getting a taste of the front line all the way up here. Running out forward, checking out the building, running outside the window or door just to get a quick frag in. Eversman in hot pursuit though. And Eversman. Guns down, the Axis commander. Gets another. Going for 3 maybe. Nope, not yet. Eversman. Looking for more. What a good fight this is in the collection of buildings southeast of Canal Crossing. We've seen bombing runs, plenty of grenades, satchels, everything, you name it. Concentrated in this building pocket. Smoke falling over here, not exactly sure what that's for. We have a ammo resupply station for this tank crew ready to go just in case they need it. Everybody solid back and forth to Corby. No. Oh, Victor doesn't let him rest. Gets the knife on him. But a proxy satchel is there. And Victor, we'll see how lethal this proxy damage is. It could be good. We got maybe a triple or a quad. Oh, and a quad satchel. The Bubba Maduis today are endless. They truly are. MG42 action coming off on, coming relentlessly from Hazuli. Reloading and ready to go. Let's see if Azuli's able to mow that many down. A band of venom approaching from the road. Azuli's just gonna stay on watch. Gets another. Solid position here for an MG42. Watch this road. Rounds come back. Hazuli will simply angle himself to the left and be all okay. And then go crouch position. Wait for the rounds to sort of cool down. And then he'll jump back. No! Except that time, they were waiting for him. Just a solid slugfest between the raspberries and blueberries here on the front line. Let's go check out by church and town center. Tuckleberry. Looking for that MG. Who do we have in the MG? We have Bamba Passe. Nice little view of the road. Looking for any blueberries that dare to make a little bit of a move here. Oh, gotta relocate. Gonna go for another angle. Dope coming around the right. Bamba Passe. Nope, not seeing him in time, I don't think. Waits for Dope to make a move and... Nope. Oh, take some shots. And the fire from his Turkish buddies comes on in. They will not let him get fragged that easily. They begin to approach. Did you get her? Nope, he's not heading up the building. Is anybody heading up the building? Nobody's heading up. Maybe we got a satchel place, maybe. No satchel place. Tuckleberry. Bamba Passe will be able to stay up there. Tuckleberry down below. Nobody's approaching just yet. Map position still looks extremely solid. No Stukas yet for the Axis. One P strike that missed from the Allies just barely, and around lands. I have no idea what that was. Was that a grenade? Would have been a very nice toss. Okay. Medium 75 cruising around town center. Recon squad. Roger. Gemiel patrolling around the back. Oh, the Axis, or the Allies have made their way across the river to the north, everybody. They have penetrated the river crossing. There goes my 95% statistic. They're working their way forward towards customs. Sheza, Saberiscio, Kanakio. Getting closer and closer. And just like that, these Axis tanks are going to need to start worrying about who's behind them, not just in front across the river. Jezza tries to peek, but loses the 1v1 against Cleo. Precision strike called in for the Axis up here to the north. This will be right behind the building here on this 76. Let's see how it lands. 76 begins to move just gently and... Oh. No dice for Commander Verdna. And the next Peace Strike won't be ready to about the 26-minute mark. Oh, so close. But the Jumbo does take a little bit of damage. The Tiger, I don't think, though, will have another round. Tyke jumps out, gonna start the repairs. Eversman throwing a grenade. Long tosses. Hoping to nail some blueberries on the opposite side. Take a second to bandage. Gonna do a little bit of left leaning from Eversman. Ignores all those body parts in front of him. Not afraid. He's not dissuaded from his mission. Chop Master. No! Chop Master able to sink in the first round. And the 76 begins to push down the road here a little bit. Turks let loose, crew. Ardium. Budnik. Angsy Tupsy. Pushing towards the smoke. We got a bombing run coming in as well. So the Allied commander combining the bombing run. Finns let loose infantry in support. Look at these, the Finns and the Turks supporting each other on a French map. As the Americans. The combinations you see in Hell or Loose. Strafing run. Bombing run. Peace strike. Landed on the opposite side. There's the Peace Strike! Lands just a little bit short, but the bombing run to boot is really going to put that Tiger, or the Panzer IV, into Mayday mode. Oh man, the bombing run, strafing run combo, plus the Peace Strike, all together from the Allied commander, really dishing out all the possible firepower. The Axis have pushed back the Allies from north of Canal Crossing. They got a Tiger and a Puma in support. And they've reestablished this. That was very, very big. We do have an airhead falling in the far northeast. But that is right by the garrison, so I'm assuming the Axis will respawn. Now, there was a bunch of chaos that was going on over the course of the bombing run, strafing run, Peace Strike combo. And I'm not too sure if anybody from the Axis heard the airhead plane fly over. So that could have been a really, really, really solid combination to distract him. Let's go take a look to the north. Airhead is literally right by the garrison. Okay, so the spawn wave should be coming in any moment. Now, I don't think anybody heard it with all those planes and everything. I think the Allied commander was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to drop this in the back line and see if I can pull this off. Now, does anybody notice the garrison? Sagnik does. Sagnik runs over. Starts to dismantle. Oh, no. Hold on. Walker's going to bazooka it. Oh, no. They're deciding. Bazooka or a satchel. Walker gets a satchel. Or gets a bazooka. Okay, so then I'll take out that. And the raspberries will begin shifting on forward here. We have one Tiger, and then a Panzer IV still alive. We got Bogan. Bogan Henazuli. Another rough side shots. Oh, and a grenade lands and takes them both out as they're repairing. Oh. hate to see it. Basil, rifleman, did manage to make it all the way back here. And the Allies are starting to clear out Canal Crossing. Oh no, Basil just gets rocketed. Oh, shucks. 76 pulls back. The Allies did unleash a lot. Weren't able to crack this, but it was a solid distraction, and now we have multiple SLs on the back line working their way towards customs. But the Blueberries are dealing with it, I think. Okay. They got the open field on their side. To Corby. Setting up the MG. Corby's waiting for more raspberry targets, but they're staying behind cover for the most part. Providing suppressive fire for Loom to be able to push up here. Nice job. Good coordination, buddies. Now Loom is going to be able to push and maybe wipe out the outpost. No, Loom pulls back. We do have Popol, though. Popol and Pi over here to the left. And the Raspberry shift over here to the other side, led by squad lead Victor. Potentially getting up an outpost right inside customs. And look at this. H column looking real dicey. Plane coming on in. This will be Striker run coming over the front line. Big chunk of Blueberries pushing westward towards the front of Canal Crossing. Lucifer gets popped. Tag's name. You can hear the footsteps here in just a second. And gets up. Pop from the right side. 38 minutes left to go. If you're just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers, for this Band of Brothers Monday event, hosted by 82AD with a whole bunch of different PC groups. So far, we have seen one capture going to the Allies on Canal Crossing. And now the Axis are trying to figure out how they can get back in while dealing with a whole bunch of backline pressure after a very successful airhead play by the Allied commander. Allied commander used a peace strike, strafing run, bombing run on the front line, and all those planes flying above sort of masked the sound of the airhead plane, which allowed it to get off. Vedna inside. Vedna should hear the M1 Grand. Vedna looks. Just took a second there to register. Axis have been not able to get back over to that side of the river. Looks like the 76 did take some shots and they're repairing right now. Tigers backing up, waiting for another opportunity. They're ready to go as soon as the jumbo peaks. Tiger ricochets. 76 is going to have a chance for a shot to come back. One round. Tiger's going to need to pull forward here. Long-range rocket hits the jumbo. Okay, so both sides will go back to repairing. We'll try to keep an eye out for another Stuka, maybe. Should be off cooldown for the Axis commander. Bombing run called into Canal crossing. This will be going right front door, right over where that other 76 is. Now remember, we have seen a bombing run destroy 76s and heavy tanks before. It's very rare, but it does happen. Bombing run goes through. Goes right over the jumbo. It's going to get the repair stations to the rears and fully track it. And remember, if you're enjoying the stream, everybody, be sure to take a second and hit that like button if you could, please. Shoffmaster, wink. Shoffmaster coming over to the left side. Peeks. Shoffmaster, one. But only one. Solid line here, but the Allies are in the back. They're down to the south. They're coming up from the southwest. So we could see all these raspberries get some really good penetration into the back of the blueberries. And it will totally throw this attack out the window. We have a medium 75 coming around to the left. And this 75 is looking... We have one Axis, one Tiger up to the north, and I think that's it, actually. Oh, they have one other one right there on the road. Okay. So I don't think the 75 is going to have a chance at getting at him just yet. Axis begin a little bit of camp pressure, but it's just sector right now. They aren't able to get in that circle. Remember, the circle on Canal Crossing has to be one of the most brutal circles in all of the maps, I believe. Lucifer gets absolutely wasted by the 75 round. We have one tank down to the south for the Axis. That's going to be a P4, I'm assuming. Trying to work their way to the back of the jumbos. Jumbo comes up. It does. I think they did get the 76. That was damage right there against the building. Okay, so they did pop that one, and they get the repair station. And that's going to allow the blueberries to push on forward. Now we just need the artillery for the Axis. The garrison is not that far away. It's right down below us. The blueberries are pouring on forward. The Tiger's coming. The raspberries, though, are over there to the rears. This is a very mixed situation. Airhead's coming on in. That should be an airhead. Yep, airhead called in by the Axis right there down to the south. And the Axis have broken across the canal at the same time. So we have an attack from the north, attack from the south, all coming together. But the Tiger just went right there in the middle of the road. Oh! But the push from the north could be huge. We have a counter bombing run coming in from the Allies that just wiped out a good chunk. But if the Axis can flood those outposts, they have one... they only have one outpost across the riverbank. But the airhead is going to be falling in just a second. There just isn't any protection around it. I think the blueberries all got wasted. The airhead's landing right on the opposite side. Bendy is right there. Bendy's going to pull up. Going to throw a grenade here real quick. Yep, throws two. And the airhead will get wiped. What a mixed hard cap. Big raspberry wave spawns in. Blueberries up in the 4-story. Panzer IV blasts the entire area and cleans it out. Oh man, the garrison is gone. It's gonna look really good for the Axis. Oh, but we have a spawn wave on the Allies, from the Allies on the bridge. Can the Panzer IV come in clutch again? Smoke begins to fall around. We have a Sherman 75 to the rears. Panzer IV down below the Tiger that we saw before. Got wiped, but the Sherman 75 looks to be zipping on forward to get behind them. Yep, there they are. They're coming down the road. Tiger doesn't know. 75 gets one to the back. Gonna look to line up another one here in just a second. And no, they nailed the Tiger. Oh, they went all the way around and they get it. What a tank crew. RGXD, Pata, and Clover. Clover inside. Sweeping on around to knock out the heavy. Beautiful. And just like that, the Axis push comes to a halt. It looks so good. They're almost there. 50% cap, but they just got a little pocket across the riverbank along with the P4. Arsenic jumps back inside. Counter rocket. Elio. Arthur. With the MG. Oh, and a rocket takes out the medium. Oh! Nice shot there by Elio. And that reduces the cap weight even further. The Axis still have... No, they just got one outpost, I think, across the riverbank. Yeah, just a recon OP left. And then that will be pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Under 30 minutes left to go, though. So still got plenty of time. That was looking so good. But kudos to the Allies responding from multiple directions and attacking in just full force to really decimate that push. Everything's been pretty much cleaned up in the backline. We still do have Baker Squad, though, harassing. We saw that Tiger get wiped, and the medium 75 is cruising on forward, looking for another. Tiger's across the riverbank. 75 should see it here in a second. Oh, and there was satcheled. Okay. But the 75 is going to attempt a quick rear push. Another Jumbo 76 joins the fight across the south of the canal crossing. Church control looks to be in favor of the Axis, but it's just a little bit of split line right now. Baker Squad up to the north, pulling bodies down, getting into the back of the Axis. Nothing too serious yet, though. Wink taking out a couple down the road. Strafing run coming across the river. Zuli could have a really nice MG spot with those blueberries pushing forward. Zuli gets the crane man. Stifler. Unfortunately for Hazuli, most of the raspberries are tucked away there behind all the little buildings, and not many targets are available at the moment. It's another one, though. And the Axis have made their way across the river yet again. The garrison established on the opposite side continue to surprise me. Just when you think they're out, and they won't be able to get across the boat bridge, they do! And if they could get a couple more OPs into the trench system here, it could be really, really nice. really pull a lot of Allied forces away. Persistent strike will be landing right here, I think, but the 76 is moving out of the way just fine. Stuka's about to fall, and yeah, okay. 76 just fine, taking a little bit of damage. It'll be okay. We do have another Panzer IV, though, coming down to the south. One Raspberry may have heard it. Chegg in the area will look to report that back to the squad lead. Now, we saw last time the P4 swoop around and take out the medium. So they're no stranger. Baker says, oh, the Allied Baker OP was finally taken out, so nothing more back here for the Allies. Just have the recon outpost that they got to deal with. Panzer IV is getting a little bit closer, coming back Church, and they'll be right here in just a moment. Another Panzer IV coming from the far back, so 2 P4s going for the wide flank. The Jumbo's still holding this alleyway. Remember, as long as this Jumbo is here, they can pretty much shut down any infantry push that comes their way. But it looks like the Jumbo has gotten the intel, and they're circling back to deal with the mediums. Panzer IV peaks. Jumbo and bolt. Panzer IV bolt miss. Panzer IV takes a rocket to the side. Panzer IV is going to try to get out of here. They know, oh no, the rocket from Helios comes on in. Along with help from the medium 75 Sherman. Still got the deep P4 though. But that they may trip the pumping station Gary. And had to be a little bit careful of that. Let's check out the camp progress. Blueberries are pushing out forward. As opposed to last time, the Raspberries had good backline penetration and were able to get multiple angles on the attack. This time, not 100% sure. The Jumbo is still here, though, which could be the difference maker. Panzer IV circling all the way back towards Blacktot, but the Allies have a garrison on that border as well, so they're going to be able to ping that. The Allies are going to know something is back there. They're just not going to know exactly what it is. Camp progress to stall. Plenty of blueberries, though, up to the north. They're desperately trying to get in these trenches. Garrison's right back there for the Allies. Rocket from Schaftmaster to the side of the 76. The Panzer IV is still working their way to the back. They took out the garrison in B3. I'm not too sure if the Allies noticed. We do have one AT player back here. Elibus 069. Tiger taking some rounds from the... Oh, but they take a side shot. They were distracted from something, and it was the medium 75. They had to turn away to face it, and the 76 took advantage of it. Okay. So now the P4, though, could be the difference maker. They may have a shot onto the 76 right here by the building. I'm not 100% sure. You're going to have to go a little bit farther. We do have another medium 75 up to the north, though. Panzer IV will be approaching this cautiously. 21 minutes left to go. P4 is up to the north. Yep, there they are. Who do we got in this crew? We have Flo, Kiakakai, and then Spikeful. They have the barrel pointed to the southeast, trying to maybe locate that Jumbo by the 4-story. fire one round. I don't think they hit it. Round sails on back. They know. They have been detected. Panzer IV is going to hold behind the hedge, do some quick repairs. They are right by the garrison. Did they get it? Garrison is... I think they have an eye on it. Do they? No, the garrison's right there. So the allies are going to be able to respond on that and take them out if they need to. No spawn wave on the garrison. I'm kind of surprised by that. It's not locked. They're a little bit too far away for it to be locked, but the medium 75 has come back to deal with it. Axe is still pushing across the river, exchanging blows with the raspberries up to the north. Riverbank looks pretty much solid. Nothing going on there. A couple skirmishes going on in the back line. Medium 75 holds, waiting for the Panzer IV to come towards them. A couple AT players spawn in. Apex and Walker looking for some shake and bake action. Walker jumps. And... Sagnik, flow, jumps one, gets him. Walker. Panzer IV is going to turn and blast Walker most likely. Nope, not able to get him. Walker lines up a second one. Walker, try to reload. Gets it in. And now Walker will have dessert all to himself. There we go. And Walker gets himself a P4 takedown. Bombing run called in, though. 2 bombing runs, actually. Allied bombing run and Axis bombing run. This should get the Allied garrison. The satchel goes off on the left-hand side. 18 minutes left. Do the Axis have enough to break the Allied line? Tigers pushing up forward. We still got a little bit of... The Raspberries have done a really good job of bending the attack. Look at them. Constantly keeping that angled pressure so the Axis can't fully commit. The Tigers slowly pushing forward, but they know they have a big challenge ahead of them. 175 to Corby, running around back there. But I think the tankers know, so should be okay. We'll keep an eye on that 75, though. Plane's gonna go up. This will be an Allied recon plane. I think they're gonna have the precision strike ready. .75 is good up there to the north. .76 holding the angle. The Jumbo's in prime position to deal with all these infantry. Blasting them one after another with the assistance of proxy satchels. It's going to be an absolute nightmare for the Axis to push here. Arthur switching to MG up to the... Oh, no, wait, hold on. It was Alf before that was on the sniper rifle, not Alf. Getting Alf and Arthur confused. Cap progress still coming out on Canal Crossing. We have the medium 75 that snuck around. Looking to do what they did before. The Tiger is still facing that way. The medium 75. Okay, the medium 75 did not push. Maybe a little bit afraid of the blueberries around him. Tiger's still pushing down the road, or is the Tiger circling back? The Tiger is moving back to deal with this medium. And so there's a benefit there, everybody. Look at that. I mean, the Tiger can't commit to the attack south of Canal Crossing. They're forced to work their way back and deal with the 75. Panzer IV across the river trying to mop them up himself. But the Panzer IV loses the 1 versus 1. And it's going to be up to the Tiger now. Tiger speeding on forward. Looking to clap this real quick. Tiger nails it. And now the Tiger's got to spin around and go back to Canal Crossing. Artillery continues to land on the south side of the road. 76 is still sitting nice and pretty. Popel, though, looking to put an end to that. Popel, though, not able to get past Maju. Eversman coming over to the right side. Hedukson places the proxy satchel down. Eversman, nobody notices. Oh, no, nobody noticed. So Maju's outposts will get torched here in about about 20 seconds or so. Blueberries getting a little bit closer. Will we see a nice raspberry spawn? I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a little bit off of cooldown. Satchels should be going off any second now. There we go. Satchel clears the building and the outpost. No spawn wave after 3 seconds. Very good satchel placement in the nick of time by the Axis player. Customs, though, facing some pressure. I think the Axis are now winning the cap race. They're pouring on towards the circle. Jumbo's still in a very good position, though, to hold back the blueberries from getting towards a hard cap. Don't have any more backline tanks. Everything has been shut down. Tiger is all by their lonesome by Customs. This is pretty much an infantry push all in. Artillery from the Axis trying to shut down this garrison launch. They should be able to nail them. Blueberries in the trenches up to the north. Oh, but cap progress stalls because we get a big, juicy Allied save wave. Rush in towards a hard cap. And the natural dispersion of the artillery is going to be just a little bit away. And once again, the Jumbo crew still anchoring. Budnik, Artyom, helping to deter all the blueberries from crossing that street over to where the garrison is located. Artillery falls directly on it. Cap progress comes back in for the Axis. Stalls on Customs. Nice. Look at this blueberry wave in the trenches. Look at that. They know they got cap progress coming in, so they just lie low. Maximize the circle cap weight. Nice due diligence here. Nice play here by Omen. Everybody's in a prone position. And now they're gonna they move out of the way for the grenade. They wait for cap to continue. Nice discipline here by the Omen crew. Staying absolutely still, just moving out of the way for grenades. Walker tries to approach, but Mega gets him down with the SGG. And unfortunately for that squad, the blueberries down to the south are not having any luck. And they're going to get squashed, unfortunately. 76 still holding. Pico to the far, or ahead of us on the screen. Arthur inside with the MG. Pico, heard the footsteps. Pico. They were both about to peek, but they went back. Arthur's going to find a nice safe spot. Pico's going to hold. Not get too aggressive here. Cat progress does stall. We do have a Panzer IV and a Tiger across the riverbank. Round comes in down below on the 75. 75 will back up. Leo's going to build a resupply station real quick. Tank crewman will jump out and get that nice and repaired. One squad lead alive. Pie over here in the trenches. Commanding today for the Allies is Oskipo. Pie. Commander's not that far away. Pie. No. Pie's going to reload, but the commander will report that back to say, hey, there's somebody in the circle trench. Look at this. Maju closing on in. Warrior Manuel also getting close. Pie trying to just play dumb. Play dead. Maju. No! And a nice exchange between the two. 9 minutes left to go. So far looking really, really good for the Allies. Sherman 75. Gets popped by the Tiger from across the river. Or there's a P4 maybe. Tiger's on the way back. Okay. So both Axis tanks damaged. Allies begin pouring across. We have Sheza leading the charge with the AT loadout. Sheza looking to get a bazooka maybe on that back of the Panzer IV. Yes, he does. Sheza nails it. Siege jumps out. Looking to maybe exact some revenge. Siege. Sheza says, put that pistol away. Get that nonsense out of here. And jumps in joy at the beautiful P4 takedown. We'll follow Sheza here, approaching customs. Hey, hold on. B-strike coming on in. But the Tiger just got popped. Or was that the B-strike maybe? Oh no, that was a strafing run. Okay, never mind. Bomber run coming on customs. And the Allied commander, Scapo, going for the bombing run, strafing run distraction with the airhead to the far northeast. We saw it work once before. Why not again? We do have a couple raspberries providing a little bit of a screening defense. Free party 1, 2, 3 going through the river, doing the whole jumping tactic. Remember, if you're trying to go across the river on Canal crossing. Oh no! Oh no, he didn't make it. Oh, free party. I'm sorry I caught that on camera. I'm sorry, buddy. Nope, somebody hits a mine. Quad Z burns a little outpost. Sagnik on the opposite side, line low. Eduardo. Sadnik heard the Gewehr shot. Sadnik peeks. Oh no, loses the 1v1 against Eduardo. Adler though, coming across as well with the M1 Garand, I think. Solid positioning. We do have a supply truck coming around the back line. Looking to get up a deep garrison with 6 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. Could work out. Blueberry pocket facing a lot of pressure here. Alf. Can you get an angle? Under 6 minutes. Got the supply truck. Garrison has been established, but the raspberries are all over it. Popel getting surrounded by the Finns. Yunus, Yanu, and Yenku. Or Yankee. Can Popel win the 1v1 against Jonas? Jonas goes to reload. Popel gets him. Is the garrison unlocked? The garrison's unlocked. I don't believe it. Can the Axis throw all their bodies over here? Can they get a big spawn wave? Popel wins a critical 1 versus 3. Oh no, the spawn comes in from the south on the outpost. We do have one banana berry though. Jakatar. Rocket sails on over to the building. Does he get the outpost? No, he doesn't. But the blue raspberries are all dead. And the garrison will go unlocked again. Oh my gosh, can we see it? Jakatar needs to wipe this LP. Can he win the 2 versus 1? No, he has the Car 98. Oh no. Oh, Jakatar. And the raspberries will lock that Gary. Eunice. Looking to find it. Yep. Pushing on forward. Oh, Popel with a sick 3 versus 1 victory, though. Oh, man, that was so clutch. Eunice. Oh, but Eunice gets wiped. Oh, man. The OP is gone. Spawn wave to the rears. The garrison's going to be unlocked yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Jonas is probably signaling in squad chat, hey, there's a garrison right on me. Will they be able to get a spawn wave in time? Rocket, no, rocket sails forth from Yanyu in order to clear it. Oh, shucks. The rocket comes into the side of the 76 from Mega B. Jumbo will be burning a little bit. Simon says die. Over there to the right, Mega B. Jumbo spins. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. Axis are trying to front door push. Jumbo's going to take some heat. I think the Jumbo will be fine. Siege jumps out of the tank to help protect. Panzer IV splashes and nails the 75. Tiger pushes on forward. Three minutes left to go. Airhead called in the Canal crossing on the southwest side. Blueberries coming on forward here. They just can't. They're actually making it across the river. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. The Tiger just needs to move forward a little bit. The 76 is gone. The 76 did get taken care of, I think. Plus, we have a P4 coming on forward. Can they get cab pressure with 25 seconds left? The airhead's landing. Is this a defensive airhead? No, can't be. Oh. Araska. Oh, hold on. What do we... Rockets coming from the back. Panzer forward. Tiger back here in the circle. Airhead lands. Araska gets wiped. Did he drop a grenade before? Yeah, he did. Okay. More rockets. Cap progress begins. 2 minutes left, but you can still cap. Banana berries. Oh no, the P4 goes ba-ba-ba-dooey. We have a 76 up to the top. Cap progress still coming in for the Axis. 1 minute 45 left. They just got to keep maintaining the pressure. The airhead did get lost. Remember that. So they're purely relying on launch garrisons. Raspberries control the southern side. It doesn't look very good. Tigers all by itself. They got Basil and the Arquette with them. Tiger takes one shot. And this Tiger may get clap at a tap at a papped here in a second. 76 is pushing to the very top of our screen. Cap progress is still coming in. I'm not 100%. Okay, there we go. Tiger got wiped. Okay. And the cap progress will stall. Puma coming up from the south. And I think that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the Allies for pulling out the 3-2 victory here on Carentan. Yeah, that got close, but the Raspberries had really good pressure from the south and wiped out all of the possible launch garrisons that the Axis had and totally shut that down. Yeah, the Allies. The Allies were able to maintain a really good southerly push, pretty much. I mean, for 3/4 of the match, I think. And each time the Axis got across the river, they were able to push that back. That was very good to see. All right, buddy, well, thank you for joining me. I may stream later. I don't know. I have to see how some other things go. But be sure to hit that like button before you take off. And, of course, if you have any questions, go to leave a comment below. If you're interested in competitive Hella Loose, be sure to check out the Discord link in the video description. And there we go. I was able to get one melee on stream today, so that was good. Always good to at least get one. Give our commends to Commander Verdna. All right, and there we go. All right, buddy, well, thank you for joining me. Actually, we'll take a look at the poll. See what the poll ended up being. If you could choose a challenge to win with... If you could choose a challenge to win a prize, which would you pick? Go bull riding 3 times for $10,000. Eat 5 random spiders for $50,000. Not shower for 2 months, $200,000. Box 1988 Mike Tyson for 6 rounds for $1 million. 67% of people said not shower for 2 months for $200,000. Bananas. Oh, you guys are gross. But hey, for $200,000, that shower would feel oh so good afterwards. Okay. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.